While Brigia was falling, she realized her life was coming to an end. She could not believe that she was going to die before getting her answer, especially since the day she wanted to get her answer was coming very soon. As her eyes slowly closed, Brigia realized that she has spent an eternity waiting for an answer before her head touched the ground. Brigia wondered if Saran found the answer he was looking for. As Brigia's head touched the ground, we see Ronan resting on his sword. While doing his best to catch his breath, Ronan looked at Brigia when he heard her head touch the ground. While looking at Brigia's dead body, Ronan thinks about how lucky he was. Ronan knew that he would have not been able to defeat Brigia if she had not let her guard down. He was very happy that Brigia relied on the blessing of the star. Ronan remembered that in his past life, no one could touch Ahiyuti and the other giants except for him. Ronan realized that the reason people could not harm the giants is because of their blessing. Their blessing nullifies all attacks. While staring at Brigia's body, Ronan wondered if all the executives of Nebula Clagier possessed the blessing of the star. Ronan grit his teeth. He realized that he will have a difficult time fighting any executive of the organization. While Ronan was looking at Brigia, Saran called his name. With a shaky tone in his voice, Saran asked Ronan if he is okay. Ronan immediately replied to Saran. He asked Saran if he is alright. Ronan quickly walked up to Saran. He knelt down next to Saran and noticed that Saran was still bleeding. Ronan yelled at Sita. He asked Sita to use his healing magic on Saran. Ronan asked Saran not to worry himself. He told Saran that the fight is over. He told him that he will be fine. Saran stretched his hand out to Ronan. He grabbed Ronan's hand and called his name. Ronan was surprised to see Saran holding his hand. With a smile on his face, Saran apologized to Ronan. He asked Ronan if he can do him a favor for the last time. The scene shifts and we see Saran resting on Senial's statue. Ronan carefully placed Saran next to the statue. The moment Ronan did this, Saran began to cough heavily. Ronan became scared when he saw this. He asked Saran if he is okay. Saran looked at his hand and saw the amount of blood he coughed out. He realized that his situation was very bad. He told Ronan that he is ashamed to show him such a terrible side of himself during his final moments. Ronan began to tremble when he heard Saran say that it is his final moment. He began to apologize to Saran. Ronan believed that Saran would still be alive if he had not helped Brigia. Saran grabbed Ronan's hand. He told Ronan that it is not his fault that Brigia came for him. Saran believed that it was only a matter of time before Nebula Clagier would have found him. Saran looked Ronan in the eye. He told Ronan that his fight will be an extremely long and arduous fight. He revealed to Ronan that he will be hurt countless times and experience failure constantly. Saran told Ronan that what he wants to ask him is very shameless. Saran felt bad for putting his burden on a young boy. He begged Ronan to keep fighting until the end. With a smile on his face, Saran told Ronan that he will be able to accomplish his goal. Ronan became emotional when he heard this. He did not know what to say. Immediately Saran said what he wanted to say. A green bright light began to shine from his body. The light was quite bright and blinding. Ronan had to use his hand to cover his eyes. Ronan did not understand what was happening to Saran. He looked at Saran and called out his name. Ronan was shocked to see that Saran's body was getting covered by rocks. Ronan did not know what to do. Saran placed his hand on Ronan's face. He smiled at Ronan as his body slowly got covered with rocks. With a smile on his face, Saran thanked Ronan for becoming his answer. As his hand slowly fell from Ronan's face, Saran told Ronan that he will be with him until the end by Senial's side. Immediately he said this. A bright light emitted from his body. When Ronan looked at Saran, he realized that Saran had become a small rock. Ronan was shocked to see this. As Ronan looked in shock, the sky began to clear up. Ronan looked at the rock and asked Saran to rest in peace. After Ronan said his goodbye, he and his team returned to the academy and their first mission finally came to an end. The scene shifts and we are taken to the principal's office. Inside the office, we see Krava reading Ronan's report about their mission. Krava was surprised to see what Ronan wrote in his report. Krava told Ronan that he went through a lot of things for his first adventure. Ronan became nervous when he heard this. He knew that Krava would complain about the situation which the other students were in. Ronan told Krava that they got entangled with a crazy lady. He assured Krava that such a thing will never happen again on a mission. With a smile on his face, Ronan begged Krava to not stop their club's activities. Krava was not very bothered about the wounds on Ronan's body. Upon reading about the events that transpired between Ronan and Saranti, Krava told Ronan that the death of someone close to him is not a light matter. With a serious look on his face, Krava asked Ronan if he is truly all right. Ronan clenched his fist when he heard this. He told Krava that he is not actually completely fine. With a smile on his face, Ronan told Krava that Saranti will be sad if he saw him sitting around feeling sorry for himself. He told Krava that he does not need to worry about him. He thanked Krava for his concern. Upon hearing what Ronan said, Krava decided to let the matter go. He told Ronan that he cannot punish him and his teammates for subjugating an orc village and punishing a criminal. He told Ronan that he and his teammates have made a great contribution to the Empire. Krava asked Ronan to not do anything reckless the next time he comes across Nebula Clagier. He told him that he cannot allow his students to get hurt since he is the man responsible for the academy. Ronan smiled when he heard this. He told Krava that he will remember not to fight them. After saying this, Ronan ran towards the door. He told Krava that he needs to leave. He told him that he will visit him again before his team goes on another adventure. After saying this, Ronan left Krava's office. Immediately Ronan left his office. Krava realized that Ronan does not have any classes because he already completed almost all of them. While stroking his beard, Krava realizes that Ronan has not heard that a particular event is starting soon. The scene shifts and we are taken to the club's building. Ronan stepped into the building. Immediately he stepped into the building. He told his teammates that he came to watch them train. Ronan realized that his teammates were not in the clubhouse. Ronan was surprised to see who was at the club's building. He asked the person to tell him when he returned to the academy. This person turns out to be Shelafin. Shelafin was glad to see Ronan. He told Ronan that he came to see him. With a serious look on his face, Shelafin told Ronan that he needs to discuss something important about Nebula Clagier. Guys, we have come to the end of our video. If you guys want part 26 of this video, let me know in the comments section. Don't forget to like and smash that subscribe button for more recaps. See you guys later.